guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, we're going to be yet again talking about a major influencer and allegations of SA. I am so sick of this, and I don't quite understand how this became to be our lives, about how we really honestly, there's the only drama that's been happening lately is about these really heavy situations involving SA and harassment and underage people. And I'm just about sick of it. But, you know, it is, I feel like, part of my duty as a commentary channel to kind of like inform the public when this kind of stuff happens, because I do feel like the people that are committing these things need to be held responsible. And the one that I'm going to talk about today did happen quite a long time ago. We'll say that it's not something that's currently happening, like the situation with James Charles. This one is actually pertaining to Jeffree Star. Wow, shocker. Said no one. So Jeffree Star has been accused of groping a boy and grabbing his butt when the guy was underage at a concert. The guy, you know what? Roll a TikTok. I want you guys to hear it, and then we'll talk when it finishes.
Tell me about a time you ran into someone famous, but you didn't realize it until afterwards.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a spicy one, and I'm excited. So I used to go to a lot of shows at Chain Reaction all the time. And one night there was a secret show that Set Your Goals and A Day to Remember were playing, and it was sick. In between one of the bands, I went outside to have a cigarette. I was underage, it's fine. And I bent over to tie my shoe, and someone grabbed my ass. Someone grabbed my just like a boop boop. It wasn't just like a boop, it was like a grip. And getting super excited about it, I immediately popped up, and guess you're never gonna guess who the it was. You're never. Take a guess. Take a wild guess right now. Guess. Jeffree Star grabbed my ass.
So the guy says that he was at a concert, and it was a really sick concert, and that he was like outside smoking a cigarette. He bent over, and then Jeffree Star grabbed his butt. Okay, and like the guy goes on to say in like other TikToks and stuff that like he was smoking a cigarette. The guy was underage at the time, but he was smoking a cigarette underage, right? Which a lot of people do, right? And then, so that Jeffree probably assumed that he was an adult since he was smoking a cigarette. The guy also mentioned that he had like full facial hair, that he like looked like an adult, even though he wasn't, and that he just basically looked the same since he was like 11 years old, with like, you know, super big feet and like just looking a lot older than he is. So he did mention that he didn't think that Jeffree was just going after like someone who looked like an actual child, like James Charles. The people that James Charles is attracted to. The people that James Charles is attracted to look like actual children, which is like so disturbing. This guy says that he really like, he doesn't blame Jeffree for thinking that he was an adult, considering the circumstances. Now, I don't really think there's an excuse in this situation, as like, I mean, like you shouldn't just go walking around grabbing strangers' butts. Like, it's just not like something that we do as people. Like, that is like a whole other thing. Like underage or of age, obviously if they're underage, it's a whole different scenario, but we shouldn't be going around grabbing adults, you know, butts either without consent. It's not something that we should be doing. This just goes into showing that Jeffree Star, you know, there have been accusations against him in the past with there was a whole insider article that came out about him, and I believe October of 2020, about him, and lots of allegations of SA and harassment and all of those things, and this just kind of like falls into that. And I don't think it's a secret at this point that Jeffree Star has been accused of these kind of things in the past. I mean, I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on this. Like, why? I understand that what happens is when victims come forward about something, then more and more people feel the courage to come out and say their experiences with a certain subject, and maybe if it's the same person, they feel more comfortable to share their story as well. So in a way, I'm not surprised that we're seeing all these people coming forward about their experiences with SA or harassment or whatever with different influencers and celebrities. It doesn't really shock me because it seems to be like the wave that's going right now. Like, you had a couple people come forward, and now more people are more comfortable with it, and so to share their story, and so it's just kind of like the ball was rolling at this point. So all of this stuff is really just coming out, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's super sick. Like, I don't understand. Like, in my personal, in my life day to day, I don't just deem it appropriate to physically grope a guy just because I find him attractive. If a guy who might have a nice butt is walking by me, drops something, bends over to get it, my first inclination is not to grab their butt. I might look at it. Okay, I might look, but I'm not going to reach over and grab it. I'm not going to do anything to make the person feel uncomfortable or sexualized for something as simple as bending over to grab something. Like, that's just so insane to me. We shouldn't, male or female, we shouldn't just be sexualized just for the way that our bodies look. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so unfortunate. It doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me that James Charles thing nothing surprises me anymore, because these influencers have just proven themselves to be really, really crappy human beings. And I'm still wondering, why do they have platforms? Why? I think with Jeffree Star, I think the public in general has done a good job at kind of voicing their opinions on how they feel his character is and how they won't support him. Now, he's obviously still going to have a strong fan base. He's Jeffree Star. He's a mega influencer, and he will always have those stans who are ride or die for him, right? But I do think that the public has done a good job of kind of bringing to light the kind of person he is. But the same cannot really be said about James Charles. I feel like there is such a huge, strong support still for him on the internet. I think what it might be is that James Charles's fan base is a lot younger, and so they don't understand the repercussions of the actions that James Charles has committed, because these are serious things that James Charles has done, right? And I'm not going to say that what James Charles did or is doing is worse than what Jeffree Star did, or what Shane Dawson did, or what David Dobrik did, or what Jake Paul did. Stuff's coming out about Jake Paul as well. I'm not going to say that one is worse than the other. I will say, though, that the fact that the James Charles stuff is present and currently happening as short of a time as 2020, which, I mean, you guys, if y'all are feeling anything like I am, I cannot believe that it's the mid-April of 2021 already, because literally the ball dropped yesterday to become 2021. I don't understand what's happening. Why is a year going by so fast? I don't understand it. But my point is that this stuff with James Charles feels like it just happened yesterday. When you say something happened in 2020, that was yesterday. Basically, there's no saying oh, he learned from his actions. That was a long time ago. No, honey, that was really recent. It's just a mess, you guys. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about all of this drama. Do you believe this guy that's coming forward about Jeffree Star saying that he grabbed his butt when he was a teenager? Do you think that he's lying? Do you believe that Jeffree Star did this kind of stuff in the past? I want to know all of your comments on all of this down below. So please let me know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about it. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all of my future videos when they do post. And you can follow me on all of my social media at Beauty by Shelby. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Beauty by Shelby. And I'll leave that right up there on the screen for you so you can see it. If you enjoyed today's video and want to see more Beauty by Shelby vibes, then YouTube should be suggesting a couple videos down here for you to choose from. So I would love it if you did that. But if you're just here to catch up on the Jeffree Star drama, then I totally get it, girl. Thank you so much for swinging in for your review anyway. I love you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.